they figure, surely to God we can move one person. Well, guess what? I'm from West Virginia. I'm not from where they're from.
Yeah, good point. Senator Joe Manchin firing back after the White House accused him of going back on his word by rejecting Biden's social spending spree. In a new op-ed, Steve Clemons, who's a longtime ally and friend of Senator Manchin, reveals Joe and Joe were pulling in the same direction. Then, bang, the White House released a statement blaming Manchin for the delay. I knew he would perceive it as a breach of a process, a breach of spirit, a breach of Joe and Joe working this out. Pennsylvania GOP Senator Pat Toomey sits on the Senate Finance Committee and joins us now. Senator, the Joe Manchin you know, is those couple of lines blaming him for the delay, did he really take that personal? Is that the breaking point?
Well, it might have been the last straw for Joe. I mean, I give Joe a lot of credit. The amount of abuse and flack he has taken from some of his colleagues, from the left wing all over America. And it's really pretty shocking when you think about it. Here's one Democrat in the United States Senate, one Democrat, who thinks maybe it's not a good idea to turn America into a socialist welfare state. Maybe we should just pause here, especially at a time when we have record high amount of debt, inflation at 40-year high. Do we really want to spend many trillions more? Just let's have a pause. And they blow him up for that? Unbelievable.
Right, and the squad in particular. But how much do you blame President Biden? I mean, is he the leader or not? If he wants to set the moderate tone, he could set the moderate tone, but he seems to have a style that lets everybody else talk.
Yeah, well, and it's worse than that, Brian, because you know very well he campaigned as the moderate centrist, the guy that was going to bring America together, use his decades in Washington to strike deals, to find compromise and consensus, and it's been the exact opposite. He's governed from the hard left. Let's be honest, this is Bernie Sanders' bill, and that's why Bernie Sanders is so livid with Joe Manchin right now. There's been no centrist, and really across the board, all of Joe Biden's policies have been appeasing the radical left. Well, Joe Manchin never signed up for that program. Actually, most Americans didn't either.
And that's why the Democrats really have to do some soul searching between crime, the border, Afghanistan, and now this. Who's actually calling the shots, and what is the mission of that party? For you, Senator Toomey, you're an American, and today we're going to get our marching orders for the winter dealing with this pandemic, now the Omicron, from the President of the United States today. What do you want to hear? We've heard a lot of berating of those who are not vaccinated. We heard about the mandate. Now we have mandates, and we don't have mandates. What do you hope he says?
Well, look, I think this is a serious outbreak. We do have hospitals in Pennsylvania that are at capacity. We've got hospitals with no room in their ICU units. So we need to take this carefully. We need to be thoughtful about this. The answer, we all know, vaccinations, getting a booster. I'm vaccinated. I've got my booster. So does my family. What we don't need is more lockdowns and more mandates. We should be encouraging people, making sure they understand that a vaccination and a booster is the almost certain guarantee that you won't get seriously ill. You might still contract the virus, but it won't put you in the hospital, and it certainly won't kill you. And so we need to get on with our ordinary lives, learn to deal with this, get vaccinated, and really enjoy the holidays. It's time.
Right. The three things he's going to do: deploy federal vaccinators. He's going to use the military to support hospitals and millions of free rapid tests. We also should identify the fact, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, identify the fact that this is not as serious a strain as Delta. It spreads easier, but so far we have not seen the lethality. Final thought?
No, I think that is what I'm aware of. I think the data is still coming in, but I think the most important thing to remember is that if you are properly vaccinated, this virus, this strain, is not going to kill you. In fact, it's probably not even going to make you sick. So it's a really good argument to just go out and get vaccinated.
And enjoy your holidays. Senator, always great to see you. I know
Absolutely.
Your time's running out, so I hope to catch up to you again.
Thanks for having me.
All right.